We're doing Spider-Man interactive comic book by our favorite guys. I think this is probably by what are they called again? Something Inc. Yeah. We'll find out when we get in. Brain no worky today. Just too hungover. Yep. Okay. Windows. Oh, yeah, some sweet music already. Yeah. I'm trying to actually work out if this is like like a remix of the Spider-Man. Which version is this? I know it's off one of the cartoons, like one of the '90s ones. Yeah, I have no idea. But yeah, I guess we can read a comic, do some trivia, check out character bios, get some narration. Alright, let's do the intro. Oh, do we get another one from Stan Lee? Yeah, we might do.
Poor,
There he is.
friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. As if it isn't bad enough that his Aunt May is ill, and he's having a problem with lovesick Betty Brant. He's also
Inverse
got not
Inc.
one,
That was the
but
company I was
two
thinking of.
deadly, grotesque goblins to worry about.
Two goblins, you say?
Even when we finally get to see the Green Goblin unmasked, if you think that's the end of old Webhead's troubles, think again, 'cause here comes the most horrible, horrific supervillain of all, the hair-raising, spine-tingling Hobgoblin. Oh, we did it all for you, right here on this one great CD. So what are we
That's
waiting
fair
for?
enough, Stan.
Let's go!
Someone paid you money for the CD back in the day. Okay, alright. Nice to at least get a Stan Lee intro. We got character bios. Who we got? Oh, okay, so it's righto. So it might even be like interactive stuff from a comic book issue rather than one of the animated shows. I was kinda hoping it was gonna be like the like an old episode of the '60s Spider-Man, because that was something special animation wise. I've seen like I remember Jubity Dubs riffed on him back in the day too. What do we go for trivia though? Had the Green Goblin revert to his normal personality? Took a full blast from his own goblin cabin. A pumpkin bomb exploded in his face. Spider-Man slammed the goblin into a wall. The goblin confronted by his normal son Harry. I think 4 makes the most sense. Oh, took a full blast from his own goblin cabin. Okay. Oh, so maybe this is like you have to like actually read the comic to do the trivia. Well, let's read the comic then. What do we got though? Oh, right. So, that's cool. Yeah, you get like the full screen page. You actually have to like, yeah. So which issue? Amazing Spider-Man 244. Doesn't actually say what year it came out though.
Amazing Spider-Man number 238, The Shadow of Evil's Past.
Okay, so it's definitely the 90s era Spider-Man. I forget what series it was called. Might have been Amazing, maybe Spectacular, but that guy is the voice of, he's done a lot of voices, so that was I forgot his name. He was the current iteration, yeah, he was Spider-Man in the 90s, but before that, he was Prince Eric in The Little Mermaid, the Disney one. Did that voice at 16 too, because he just sounded older than what everyone thought he was. But he also did, they did a couple of spoof movies of the Brady Bunch in the mid 90s as well, and he voiced Greg Brady. We've talked about it, yeah, because we did Spider-Man Cartoon Maker a little while back. But there you go, totally blanked on his name there. I'll look him up.
In the heart of Manhattan, Peter Parker stands witness as his Aunt May and her friend, Nathan Lubensky, sign a ream of insurance papers, allowing her to officially operate her own boarding house for senior citizens. Peter wonders to himself what her tenants would say if they knew they were living in the house where Spider-Man came of age.
Yeah, okay. Can you read it the rest of it for us, Spider-Man? That'd be nice. Oh, okay. No, we're just getting... It's not like the Inverse Ink ones where they put in extra animation. Okay. Do I have to read the rest of this out though? Yeah, okay. It's funny how just a few sheets of paper can change the way people... I don't know if I even want to read all this. I was kind of hoping that someone would read all this. Yeah, like if you guys want to read it, you can pause it on YouTube.
Staring out into the street, Peter's thoughts drift back to the days when he was being raised by both his aunt and his Uncle Ben. But Ben was killed when Spider-Man failed to stop a burglar, the criminal who later would rob Ben Parker of his life. He consoles himself with thoughts of his aunt's newfound romance with Nathan.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, the guy I was thinking of, Christopher Daniel Barnes. That's the guy. Apparently the last thing he did... Yeah, the last couple of Disney games that came out recently, he voiced Prince Eric. Oh, and he's Electro in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Oh, nice, they got him back for Ultimate Spider-Man, though. I've got to go back and watch that. The little bits I saw of that were actually pretty good. Okay, so I'm just going to paraphrase the things. Yep, lived with Aunt May, Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben died. Oh, we get an actual narration? Hang on. Oh, it's... Yeah, I happened to save the sound of my Uncle Ben dying. Sure. Okay, so Aunt May's hooked up with someone else. Seems to be okay with her. Fix the old homestead, convert it into a boarding house. They worked so hard together. Do we get a video though? Oh, we do get video. Okay.
Right after I got my powers, I figured I could earn some quick bucks wrestling. I made the costume so nobody recognized me. Hey! Help! Grab him! Don't let him get away! Hey, sorry, pal. I'm a wrestler, not a cop. I figured, why should I get involved? The police were at Aunt May's. Someone had broken in.
Bad news for you, son.
My Uncle Ben tried to stop him, but the guy was armed. The cop told me the one who did it had been chased to a warehouse, and whoever it was, I wanted
Okay,
him
so the
first.
90s animated
And I got
series
him,
was
too.
just called Spider-Man the Animated Series. And that's the
It was the crook from the arena.
thing, yeah,
The one I should
video
have
from that.
stopped, but I didn't. I had the power and I didn't use it. I lost my uncle because I ignored my responsibilities. He always used to tell me, with great power comes great responsibility.
Great responsibility. Okay, sure. No worries. Okay, this is an interesting mix to like combine an issue like of the current comic of Spider-Man with the current animated series.
Outside the office, Peter and his companions make their way to celebrate at a local restaurant. But their joy is short-lived as Peter's spider sense goes into overdrive. A speeding car bursts out of an alleyway. Only Peter's astonishing reflexes saves the lives of his loved ones. Angered, Peter rushes off.
Okay. So they want to go to Rosie's for an egg cream. What the hell is an egg cream, though? That just seems weird. Okay, yep, so he uses spider sense, saves the family. Peter angry. He has blood in his eyes. Just needs to let off some steam. Probably by turning into Spider-Man, I guess. Yeah, there you go.
Seconds later, the masked figure of Spider-Man appears on a nearby rooftop, and the costumed crime fighter web swings into action. Leaping onto the top of one of the police cars in hot pursuit, Spider-Man closes in on the crooks, his automatic camera now webbed in place.
Yeah, righto. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what versions of Spider-Man I actually grew up with as a kid. Because I only vaguely remember the animated series from the 90s. I might have even seen a little bit of the 70s TV series they tried. Because I don't know what the deal was with that. I think it might have been like, kind of like Power Rangers. Because I know there's a Japanese Spider-Man. Yeah, I don't know. I might have actually seen like the 70s series of American Spider-Man first. I'm not sure. But yeah, okay, he's webbed his camera onto the car. Gonna go do some fighting time.
With a mighty jump born of spider strength, the web slinger lands atop the car of his prey. A half a second later, he slips in an open window, delivering a powerful kick to the driver. As the car barrels onto a side street, Spider-Man grabs the wheel and pulls hard, swerving to avoid endangering pedestrians. One of the burglars is flung from the car and manages to escape Spider-Man.
Yep, certainly Katung, apparently. What's it say? At star exclamation point XX at ing garbage. Probably saved my neck, but oh no.
Spider-Man emerges from the now wrecked car, taking off after the fleeing burglar. He chases the frightened felon through a veritable maze of abandoned factories and warehouses, finally trapping him on a bricked-over loading dock.
Okay. Bricked over loading dock, apparently. Trapped by the Spider-Man.
But the cornered thug doesn't know when to quit, so he hurls a
He's throwing a
smoke
tiny
bomb towards
barrel
our
at him.
hero. Although ineffectual, the distraction provides cover for the thug's escape. Spider-Man spies an open manhole and pokes his head inside the dank tunnel.
Oh, he's going down the sweet dank tunnel. Get some dank nugs in the sewer. Yep. Yeah. I must admit, I always loved like Spider-Man's little quips before they became like official Marvel quips. I'm glad I got my powers from the bite of a radioactive spider and not a bloodhound. Yes, very true, Peter.
Using his spider signal, the wall crawler is dejected to see the labyrinth of tunnels, any one of which the criminal could have used to effect his
hang on, this
escape.
little video bit
Consoling
here.
himself with the collar of the other three thieves, confident that the police can catch this other thug, Spidey goes topside to debrief the cops. Meanwhile, the escaped thug breathes a sigh of relief as he discovers a hidden door.
Yeah, okay. So just single click on to get the video, or right click? Double click? Double click works. Okay.
What a slimy mess. Why can't I be one of those galaxy-hopping superheroes? Why do I end up in the sewers? Ugh.
Spiders can't stick to poop, apparently.
You don't find the Fantastic Four in a sewer, or the Avengers. Never.
Oh no, you find most of the
Avengers in a
movies
sewer,
of Fantastic
or
Four in the sewer.
Defenders. Well, maybe the Hulk.
Yeah, righto. Okay. Yeah, cool. And yeah, for like modern iterations of Spider-Man, I've seen all the Marvel movies. Like yeah, Tom Holland did an okay job. And what was the last one where they brought back Tobey Maguire and the other guy? Forgot the name of it. But yeah, no, that one was pretty good. Had a good twist. No, my honest favorite was probably the Spider-Verse ones, because they were just a mix of like good story, good voice acting, very unique art style. So I think it was done by the guys who got their start on Community and then went on and did the Lego Movie. Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. They're like, yeah, they're pretty good. I did hear the third Spider-Verse one's going to be
Spider-Man
delayed.
grabs his camera from the squad car's roof, and as he leaves, he fails to notice where this heady chase had led them all, to one of Norman Osborn's abandoned plants. At that moment, deep underground, our friend the thug discovers to his surprise that he has stumbled into the secret lair of the Green Goblin.
Yeah, righto. Or just someone who's made a very poorly designed Green Goblin sex doll. Either or.
Elsewhere in Manhattan, Peter Parker rests in his apartment, phoning his Aunt
Oh,
May,
sorry, I'm touching
developing
your
his
boob there,
photos
Peter.
and changing into his street clothes. A brief while later, Peter drops off his photos to city editor Joe Robertson, who is amazed by the photos.
Yeah. They're always, mate. You think you get sick and tired of seeing Spider-Man catch criminals. Just, yeah, I don't know. What did you do to get these, Peter? Hang off the roof of a police car? Yeah. Okay, and it's just putting in sound effects and stuff. Nothing exciting. Oh yeah,
As
I always
Robertson
remember
calls
Norman
for a copy
Osborn
boy,
had weird hair
Peter
in the
learns that the
comics.
car chase ended at the old Osborn warehouse. Suddenly, Peter
Who
is
the
consumed
hell
by
is
his
this guy?
memories of Norman Osborn, how he was actually the Green Goblin, how he had learned Spider-Man's secret identity, and how Osborn perished by his own hand, but not before he caused the death of Peter's first love, Gwen Stacy.
Ah, okay, so it's up to that point in the story. Okay, well, I knew him as a Green Goblin before I ever discovered his true identity, and he learned mine. He was probably the deadliest enemy I've ever had, and he was mad as a hatter. Eventually, he was killed by one of his own devices, but not before he'd caused the death of Gwen Stacy. Okay. Yeah, take your check, Peter. Just go spend your money on Aunt May, I guess. Sure. Okay, they're all having fun.
Meanwhile, not far from Forest Hills, Queens, the thug that escaped Spider-Man shows a mysterious stranger the Green Goblin's lair. Notes, private journals, all the Goblin's equipment lies untouched. As the stranger begins to load the contents into an awaiting van, Peter and Joe Robertson make the short drive to his aunt's house, also in Forest Hills.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so he's doing his job at the Bugle and he's doing his, uni studies as well. Okay.
In the middle of conversation, Robertson's police radio picks up an urgent call. There's a fire at an Osborn plant, the same one that Spider-Man was at earlier that day. The intrepid duo race to the scene in minutes, only to find the fire mostly put out. Photographer Lance Bannon has beaten Parker to the punch with a roll of exclusive pictures.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering, because that's usually what happens if there's like a rival photographer. They usually turn into some other like supervillain or antagonist. Like, yeah, you had like Eddie Brock as Venom and shit.
Robertson questions the fire chief, who suggests that the fire might have been caused by arson. He also adds that the room that caught fire wasn't on any floor plan. Peter ducks into the building, anxiety building within him. Though the chamber is burnt beyond belief, he recognizes it as one of the Goblin's hideouts.
That is just still the strangest way to bloody ride a glider. It's like you're humping it, isn't it? It's strange.
Leaving the building, Peter begins to wonder who might have looted the Goblin's equipment. But he has little time to ponder this thought as his Aunt May calls over Robertson's mobile phone.
Blasted mobile phone. Oh yeah, back in the 80s and stuff when mobile phones were pretty shit, or car phones at the very least. So what's Aunt May up to? Someone contacted her. They're trying to contact the editor at the Bugle. I don't know.
As Peter takes off for his aunt's home, he thinks about the recent events and how he may actually be responsible for unleashing a new Green Goblin. Later that evening, in the South Bronx, the mysterious stranger instructs his hired thug to dump the van they used in the theft. The thug tells his boss not to worry, there won't be a clue left.
Yeah, righto. Yeah, no, I remember seeing on 4chan back in the day, someone had actually taken frames from the original comic and just redone the text for it to come up with weird stuff. It's the one that sticks in my mind is Spider-Man's carrying 2 bags or something, and the dude's like, "Please no, Spider-Man, we're diabetic." And he's like, "This sounds like a job for sugar." Just weird ones like that.
And with a quick press of a handheld detonator, the van and its driver explode into a shower of fiery fragments, leaving no clues as to the crime committed earlier. The following morning in Lower Manhattan, the same mysterious figure enters a derelict building where we find the stolen Goblin equipment.
Yeah, well, we gotta listen to this explosion, surely. Hang on. That's not an explosion. That's hang on. Yeah, thank you. That's all I wanted to hear. Right. Okay, so Mysterious Man is taking all the Norman Osborn stuff and is becoming the Hobgoblin, I guess.
The stranger pores over the Goblin's arsenal, the explosive fury of the pumpkin bombs, the lethal touch of the high-voltage sparkle blaster, and the awesome might of the Goblin's powerful jet glider.
Yeah, okay, it's checking out all the gear.
The stranger maneuvers swiftly and easily atop the glider in the confined space, realizing that Osborn could have made far more money by marketing such a device than he ever could have made in crime. But the power, the freedom,
Yeah, that is
he
always a
sees
fair
why
point, isn't
Osborn
it?
kept it to himself. Stopping the glider, the stranger turns his attention to an altered goblin mask.
Yeah, okay. We get... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, fair enough. That adds a little bit to the immersion, doesn't it?
Turning to a nearby table, the stranger dons a modified goblin suit and begins to understand Osborn's true obsession. The compulsion to escape society's restraints overtook Osborn. However, the stranger vows he will control the compulsion. The Green Goblin is no more, he announces.
Yep, okay. Oh, yeah, just getting... Oh, okay, we've... Hang on, we're getting, like, little side thingers? Oh, we're actually flashing back. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, so you can
Amazing
actually
Spider-Man
check
number
out...
40, the end of the Green Goblin.
Yeah, you can actually
Take a look
flash
at my
back to
face,
the
Parker,
previous
rants
issue.
Norman Osborn. A good
Okay.
luck.
Right, we still want to check out the main story, though. Yeah, that's interesting, too, because it's like, they always did that in the comics. They referred back to something that happened in an early issue, but they put, like, a little footnote to say, go check this issue. But it's nice they actually included that on the CD. I'll get a little bit more video from the thing.
But the important thing is, it's mine now. All mine,
Yeah, so like I don't read old comics anymore, but I love the tributes that have come out for him. Like
In his place now stands the Hobgoblin.
the Hobgoblin.
And with these words, the mysterious stranger reveals an even more terrifying visage than the Green Goblin's, an image of horror and fear. A new and lethal adversary of Spider-Man is born.
Yeah. No, it's just making me think. Yeah, I'm in particular, I'm thinking of the episode of the Venture Brothers where the Monarch gets his glider and loves it so much that he's like taking it to bed with him and stuff like that. Just annoying everyone else. Like, yeah, I think
Back
that's
in
right.
Greenwich
Yeah,
Village, Spider-Man
he was
makes
meant
his
to
way
pay
to his
his
apartment,
henchman, but
mulling
he's
over
just
the
like, nah,
awful
fuck, I'm
day.
buying this glider.
The Hobgoblin's on the loose, and he may know the secret that could ruin his life forever.
What
His
are you up
secret
to there,
identity.
Peter?
Things couldn't
Hobgoblin,
possibly
don't
get
come
any
in. I'm
worse.
shooting my web. I don't
Or
know.
could they?
Okay. So it's even like we're getting
Amazing
more than one
Spider-Man number
issue in
239
this as well.
now
So it's like
strikes the
closing off the
Hobgoblin.
story arc. Okay.
Midnight in New Jersey. A heavily armored van careens through a cement wall
Midnight in
at
New
an
Jersey.
Osborn
Crime
manufacturing
happens.
plant.
Yes.
The evening calm shattered. There is no stopping this engine of destruction, only getting out of its way.
Oh, sorry, that was some good water. I really need some more water.
1 hour later, the authorities have arrived at the scene. A representative of Osborn Manufacturing, Mencken, informs the police that there have been a half-dozen thefts in recent weeks with nothing stolen, but empty storerooms were found
You can't
that they
solve
didn't
some
know they
crimes,
had.
guys. It looks like
Harry
you're just
Osborn
vaping.
arrives concerned.
Okay. Oh, okay, so there's Harry Osborn. It still has the same weird hair as his dad. Fair enough.
The next morning, across the Hudson River in Manhattan, a mysterious stranger buys a newspaper with the headline, Mystery Break-In in Jersey. He chuckles at the thought that his robbery made front-page news. Soon he returns to Lower Manhattan and a derelict building which houses the heavily armored van and equipment of the Hobgoblin.
Okay, hang on. You've got a glider, but you've also got a van? Yeah, I guess it makes sense, like, branch out on that sort of stuff.
The Hobgoblin enters the battle
Yeah,
van he
like,
stole the
I
previous
imagine
day.
whatever
From his
fuels
readings
the
of the
glider
Goblin's
would be pretty
journals, he
expensive.
learned that Osborn planned to use it as a mobile headquarters. The Hobgoblin vows to pick up where the Green Goblin left off, including carrying on his vendetta against Spider-Man. Meanwhile,
Oh, yeah.
said superhero visits his sometime girlfriend, the Black Cat, in the hospital.
Yeah, I'm still patiently waiting for him to have Black Cat in a, like a movie iteration.
An urgent radio report informs the wall crawler
Probably
that
gonna
there's
make,
been
like,
yet
fat
another
nobodies,
break-in at an
like, knowing
Osborn
the way
plant.
Hollywood's gone these days.
Wishing he could stay with his injured girlfriend, but realizing his duty, Spider-Man spins a web line to a nearby building, intending to check out the facts of the robberies.
Yeah, okay. I guess we get a little side thing. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot they tried like some very early CG on the on that intro. Yeah, yep. Yeah, it's all coming back to me. Oh.
Having grabbed a newspaper, the
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man
Okay.
ducks into an easily opened skylight and into the apartment of his alter ego, Peter Parker. The newspaper article has given Peter the whole story of the Osborn break-ins, but it has also fueled an urgent sense of paranoia.
Yeah, they never want to check like alternate sources for news and shit. Because there's any like rival. Oh,
Peter
we're getting
tends to his
some
costume,
bit of-
which,
bit
after
of
48
cheesecake with
hours
Peter
of
Parker.
non-stop spider activity, has
Okay.
become ripe. While he
Yep.
carries on with his chores, he reflects on the Osborn break-ins and wonders if the thief now has Osborn's journals. If so, did Osborn include the fact that Peter Parker is Spider-Man? Peter vows to check out the few goblin hideouts he knows of, but after he gets some well-earned sleep.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I always wondered if like how machine washable like costumes are and that. 'Cause you'd be sweating your ass off in them.
Considerably later, in fact, 10 hours later, Peter is awakened
that's a
by a
good
phone
effort,
call
mate.
from reporter
Sleep.
Amy Powell. She invites him to dinner, but Peter realizes that he's overslept. He's got to get moving to those goblin hideouts.
Yeah, righto. Right, are we gonna get footage of the sexy shower scene with Peter?
Oh, the perfect bachelor mess. Good thing Aunt May's not around to see this. Hello? What?
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Sorry, we nearly through it.
One
Didn't
quick
wanna drag
sandwich
this
and a
out for
swig
too
of
much
milk
longer.
later, the Amazing Spider-Man is web-swinging his way to an abandoned warehouse off 23rd Street and 9th Avenue. Not one for the subtle approach tonight, Spidey smashes through a boarded-up window. He's too late, however. This store of goblin equipment has been raided.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah,
Spider-Man
yeah,
takes
there's,
off like a shot
issue
for another
96
store of
that
Osborn
something else
equipment.
happened.
Moments later, at the rear door of the Old Village Theater, Spider-Man discovers the stage door light on. As he draws nearer, his spider sense goes off the scale. Bursting through the door, he comes face to face with the Hobgoblin.
Hell are you up to, Hobgoblin? What's he playing with over there? Guess we'll find out in the video.
Huh? This doesn't look like the entrance to a criminal stronghold. This is a different story. Here goes nothing.
that's all that was in the video. Okay. Alright, so Hobgoblin's playing with someone's hair or like fur or something. I don't know what's going on there.
The wall crawler makes a crack about the Hobgoblin's outfit, which the villain doesn't take very well, unleashing a series of sparkle blasts at Spider-Man. Realizing he's not ready to tackle Spider-Man yet,
Yeah,
the
I don't know what the hell
Hobgoblin
he's
streaks
playing
off
with
on his
there. He's got,
glider
like, a
with
wig
the
or
web
something.
slinger right on his tail.
Okay. Yep, don't fly off in a huff.
As Spider-Man follows close behind, the Hobgoblin hurls a pumpkin bomb with venom. The bomb, packed with more explosives than the Goblin ever used, misses Spidey completely. Spidey retaliates with a load of debris that the Hobgoblin barely avoids.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing it. Yeah, I always forget like the little creative shit that they like Spidey comes up with the web shooting.
A swarm of razor-sharp bats is the next assault from the Hobgoblin, and it takes a dazzling array of acrobatic moves on Spider-Man's part to avoid their lethal touch. Springing back into action, the wall crawler confidently hurls himself at the Hobgoblin, but he overshoots the glider.
Straight off the building, as you do.
As Spider-Man web parachutes to the ground, the Hobgoblin hurls one of his patented gas ghosts at the wall crawler. Holding his breath, Spider-Man uses the smoke for cover while he employs his spider sense to draw a bead on the Hobgoblin.
Yeah, okay.
After a quick double tap on the trigger of his trusty web shooter, Spidey's web splats against the underbelly of the Hobgoblin's glider. With a powerful tug, Spider-Man reels in his foe, sending the Hobgoblin crashing to the pavement
I'm
below.
tugging my glider.
Defeat upon him, the Hobgoblin uses a flurry of sparkle blasts to effect his escape.
What a power to have, though. Like, I know it's a suit thing, but yeah. Put some guns in there or something, I don't know.
The blasts cause a gas line beneath the street to rupture and explode. The fire begins to spread. The entire neighborhood is in danger of going up in flames. With only seconds to save countless lives, Spider-Man grabs a steel plate and uses it to dig through a ton of asphalt and gravel. Finding the main feeder line, he squeezes it shut with all his might.
Yeah, that's some super strength for you. Alright.
No gas, no fire. The danger is over. Scratch that, thinks Spider-Man. The fire is out, that's all. Hobgoblin got away. While the web-slinger fumes over the villain's escape,
Hobgoblin, you're getting
Hobgoblin fares little better.
Which
Vowing
games
to
you played
humble
today? Sorry,
Spider-Man
Dapper, I only
like
just
he's
saw you,
never been
mate.
humbled before.
We haven't done much.
The
We
villain
did Super
returns to his hidden
Solvers,
warehouse.
Midnight Rescue, I think, and then this one. And we got a Windows
Back in
95
Greenwich
one
Village,
coming up next.
Spider-Man makes his way to his apartment, mulling over the awful day. The Hobgoblin's on the loose, and he may know the secret that could ruin his life forever. His secret identity. Things couldn't possibly get any worse. Or could they?
Or could they? And yeah, like most comics, you gotta leave it on a cliffhanger. As you do. And off he goes. Why are you dusting yourself off that? You swung like once, mate. Sure. Okay, and that's like the actual outro for the thing. Okay. Alright, no worries. Yeah, alright. So, I don't know what issue you'd have to go to read Hobgoblin Arc of Spider-Man. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. But yeah, no, that was an interesting little aside. But yeah, I guess this wasn't inverse ink, it just played very, very similarly. But yeah, I think we got a few more of those to go and check out. Yeah, Pixel Technologies Inc. with the guys.
I'm watching Death Sandals video, by the way. That's who the person is. So if you want to watch a full playthrough, Death Sandals,